Goddess sent and heaven lit. I've been up since 10 p.m. It's now closing in on 9. I was looking at going to get my laundry done since I don't have that on premises. And then I know what that will entail. It'll give a lot to many people in a lineup. And I will exert a lot of energy. And I already was in the massage spa room for the hot shower, the first one I've had in 4 weeks. And my energy is beautiful, and not everyone has that type of energy. And I have to remember that I don't have to give it away. Because I know that it's lacking in others, that doesn't mean it's my job. That is a very challenging one. This is pretty. It's not cotton though. Everything else is real though. And I have this beautiful velour cotton. You see it? Look at this. It's an antique. I bought it from a lovely lady quite a few years ago when I had a real home, not a 150 square office for the last 2 years and 3 months. Isn't that pretty? Chenille. I had something similar when I was younger, and when I wanted to braid my long strawberry blonde hair, red, brown, whatever you want to call it, whatever it is. And I would sometimes pull out a long strand, and I was sure that nobody would notice. Where the heck is it? I tucked it all around because I'm going to sleep on this. Here it is. Here, look at these. So I would want to tie my braids up. And if my mom wasn't around to give me whatever she wrapped them in, I don't remember her even doing my hair. Because I was the eldest, I did a lot for myself very early. I still have memory blocks about a lot of it. It was so good to wash my hair for the first time in a month. East Indians, especially Sikhs, the 5K, they wrap their hair. They don't ever cut it. If they cut their hair, they're not 5K. They're not able to wear, not allowed to wear, not the scarab, but that long sword. I've seen guys wearing it when it's not legal, because it is legal if they have certain protocol. I couldn't really care less. And I've met Sikhs before, and they're protectors. I was very impressed. They could kill if they had to. And they weren't bad guys. They were at the Golden Lotus, the White Lotus. It was a raw vegan restaurant. This gal that works at Yoga West, she's a teacher. And she changed her name to something, what was it? But she gave away her daughter to her mother. And she ran this raw vegan restaurant, but she didn't really run it. She was the front person with the name, personality. And she went on Dragon's Den. She didn't get her funding, and not because she didn't do a great job. That has nothing to do with anything. And then CBC or something, it played somewhere, and someone saw it. And then I met the guy that gave her the funding. Hooray for her. And another story, didn't turn out. So one time when I was there spending money, totally enjoying the ambiance and all of that, she was hardly ever there. And that time she was there making an appearance. And a table full of Sikhs were there, and she said, I think it was called the Golden Lotus. She said she had this yogi type guy, like a sex counselor, sex thing for when you go and you abstain. There's a yogic term in Sanskrit for abstaining from sex. Well, I'm way beyond that. I don't feel I'm abstaining from anything. I'm not missing anything. I'm making love on a higher sense with myself. So she wasn't where I'm at. And she said, I just got off of something something abstinence, this yogic term. And I was talking to my not sex therapist, but this yogi guy that does the sex stuff yogically. I'm really not there at this moment. And then she put it out there. She let them all know she hadn't had sex in, I think, a year or 6 months. And she was inviting them. It was an invite. Every one of them were married. Some of them had, I think, their kids with them, or boys, or they were all together. They were just like really stalwart, young, decent men. Not as young as my son, 27, but I don't know, 32, 35. They had a lot of testosterone. They were channeling it. They were providers. They had a family. And they had come back from some kind of spiritual quest. And they went to eat at her, in name only, financed by other restaurant. And it really told me a lot. That's all I'll say for now. I sure miss the restaurant, not necessarily her. And, there's so many things I'd like to say and talk about. So I just like the way that this little nighty thing looks. La Vie en Rose. And sometimes I go down to the public washroom, I wear it. Could be a dress if someone sees it. So I haven't had the chenille thing on for so long because I have a clean body. I want clean items. My skin feels so good because of the Ghana goddess, granted Ghana um, shea butter from Africa. I love it. I ran out of it. I'm open to receive. And I give myself credit. At age 63 and a half, another vintage lady said, oh, that's important, 63. Don't forget that half. I said, that's right, because I'll be at 63 and a half. Then I turned 64. So soon I'll be saying 64. And by 66, oh God, am I ever going to be hot? Oh my. My hair will be down my back. I'll already have my worldwide syndicated global cable TV show happening. I'm not sure how the money's coming. Because when I had a top-notch radio show with investors and another guy, Bob Mackin, I let it go. Mackin. And no guy like that or anyone is going to be telling me what to do. It feels so good to have clean hair. So I feel like being a 5K and putting a wrap around my hair to keep it from the forest fire debris, all the chemicals that they put out to cause forest fires that they hail down on us, didn't it? And that they put on the forest floor to cause the forest fires, and then they ignite them. A lot of people will never figure this out. And then we get all this stink and stench. Forget about all the beautiful creatures killed. I could sure use those elk steaks for the dogs. They eat raw. I won't make any jokes about being cooked. It's terrible. Terrible what people do. Beings with hoofs and families and eyes, paws, heartbeats. I don't eat meat. My dogs do. But yet if they met an elk, they'd think it was their brother. They met a cat the other day. I just thought, that's cool. Eyes, a tail. The cat was fine with it. It's a beautiful cat. It's at the farmer's market. So I made a decision not to run around, take my laundry, go right to the downtown core where I basically am, and deal with all the energy, all the sadness, all the grief, all the despair. A guy I know that's 70 years old sitting there in his wheelchair, even though he lives across the way, he has got a really nice place. He's already put in for a maid. It's allowing the government BC to murder him legally. I said, I'm glad to see that me and the other lady made an impact, our nurturing divine feminine, that you're going to stay alive. We want you alive. Beautiful man. He said, oh no, there's a waiting list. I'm still going. And in between, somebody whacked him with a 2x4. They said, give me your money. He said, no. So they whacked him. They never reported it because they know where to find him. I understand why he would want to die. But that's not letting in any love. At least he knows how to wink now. He winked at me the other day because his eye is improving. What's his name? I just know he's 70 and he's a happy Cappy. I don't know, he's not as happy as me. Capricorn. So, remember to create your own space. A lot of people don't. It's not about a home either. It's about a haven, a place to go. It's like when I go outside, I almost dread it. I do dread it. Because I'm just bombarded. It's like shrapnel coming at me. Every freaking direction. Literally every direction. When I go either two doors, I'm bombarded by people. Traffic on all sides of me. 8 lanes in total at least. And I feel all of it. And that's with dogs to manage. So there's a team coming in to help me. Come forth, matriarchy. Catherine, beingoflove@gmail.com. Oh, put your feet up. It's very, very important to put your feet up because the blood flow, it helps before sleep. You can just feel everything dropping down and the blood going to the heart. When I took my yoga certification, Semper Viva, 4 years ago, pre-shamdemic, my head teacher, told me that even a short bit of that, every day before bed. Yeah, sleep is what I'm working on, all right. It's monetary. That's what it is for me. 2 dogs to feed. It's exorbitant amount of money. And then also all the healthy supplementation, the herbs I do, astragalus, mustard seed, amla. I'm giving you a lot of tips here. You thank me. I know that what I have to say helps a lot. I'd like to have some curtains back there, some kind of backdrop. Anybody got anything there? Some ideas? I have plenty of them myself. I'd love my son to create some art there. That's what I'd like. Just came to me now. Yeah. Don't let what anybody tells you, good or bad, get you down. Don't let them extract your essence from you and detract from you. Can't wait till I have my long hair again. My intuition, my nerve endings. What a war I've come through. I need people to invest in me, to believe in me. Right now, I need a professional healer, hands-on healing. I'd prefer a lover. I don't want one to be the other. So, someone to work on me that has pure energy. When they touch me, it's not some porn crap, misogyny shit, trying to get to me, take something from me. No. It's someone devout and devoted, like the Japanese man I saw yesterday working on the vegetables, loving them, nurturing them, caring for them. I'm going to have a man nurture me, look after me, on every level. He's going to ask nothing of me. No pressure, because that turns me off and sends me away. So, good morning, sunshine. Bless you. God is sent and heaven lent.